from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UTEP Miners, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. So Duke's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll try to sneak it. Past the first down marker and still running.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the UTEP Miners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling plays.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle. It's Key. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Miners will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. They've got the screen set up. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the big fella. A great reaction by this defense immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lynch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking for a gap. It's Kruger. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And the Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop with that return right at the 30-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Here's Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He's got it on the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Back to pass, it's Bryant. Got his man quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's French. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Now on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Duke.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game, and he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah,
there he goes! And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. Now, I've heard more stories than that, more language, but calling for the football, gotta make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown in your direction.
To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Woodhead. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Miners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes.
thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense
turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Got a man. It's Coates. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air, it's Bryant. Finds a man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Catch in the middle, it's Traore. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You can tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Got it behind the line. It's Lynch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
It's complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware.
And the Blue Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum. Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You've got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Takes a handoff. It's Kruger. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then
brings into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The give to the left side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Miners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Miners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gets the back moving. The offense changing the play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Miners! And the comeback is on. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. The throw to the outside is complete. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. 3rd down play from the gun. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lynch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lynch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
With the catch, it's Traore. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Blue Devils are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They want to run this quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. They've got it just outside. Red zone, they'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And third and long as a defensive lineman, man, I'm thinking fly up the field, get to the quarterback. They sneak in the option. The defense not ready. He didn't even have to pitch it. He just kept it himself and gets the third and long situation.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And back to the air on second down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kruger. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get...
He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking for room, it's Kruger. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Miners line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds the tight end. At the 40. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Miners line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on fourth. The kick is on its way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. UTEP has the ball in the offense, ready to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting the penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the brain.
There he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. That QB is on his back. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football and dialed in and got that sucker on there.
Wants to go up top. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in the first down and more. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Wow, and coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra muscle.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's...
He's running free down the middle. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Duke. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football. If you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. If you toe tapped, made sure you got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1 yard gain.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Key. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. On third down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quickly complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Look up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really work? It certainly